Ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, and they thems in betweens, we are at Evil Top 8, and I've decided to separate so there was the best of Evil pools and the best of Evil Top 8, and that's what we're going to watch. We're going to watch the entirety of Top 8, because it's going to be Masterclass, and if there's anything that I think is mid, we'll absolutely skip it. We're talking about 3-0 sweeps. But our first set is with Aboii and Redditto, top Ram versus top Potemkin. There was a bit of controversy with the whole with Aboii. Now I'm going to say is, fella's frustrated. That's my view on it. I feel like he was a little bit justified, but at the end of the day, very corny, very childish. But let's get into it. Now, I wasn't able to catch it live. We're late by like 30 minutes, so I'm going to do my best to avoid the spoilers. But if it happens, it happens. That's all I'm saying. But Aboii versus Redditto is going to be a top class set. Potemkin versus Ram. I would say this matchup is pretty even. It can be very difficult to get in on Ram. But the opportunities that you do get, you've got to really capitalize into. And 9 times out of 10, Ram's going to do insanely well in neutral, and you're seeing it here. You're already seeing it. Already running it as the corner, and the boys looking for that comeback potential. Let's turn up the commentators a wee bit. Yeah, there we go. Whoa, could have been a nice 6p if they got the spacing right. Now that is a tricky hammer fall. I don't know what the PRC was for. Maybe they were looking for a follow-up after that jump in, but Redditto decided to play patiently. I understand where the play stems from though. Knockdown, this is big. You mess up the deflect. You're dead. You're actually dead. That's alright, round 1. Aboii. And genuinely, it's the nature of the character. He sees a counter hit, he does capitalize. And to talk about something about this top 8, every set in this top 8 has a different character. This top 8 is the most varied that an Evil top 8 has been in ages. Last time it was a HC Grand Finals. That's all I'm saying. I feel like the balance of the game is speaking loud right now. If there's so many different characters in top 8, I think there's a Nago, a Pot, a Ram, a HC. It's so varied, man. That's a good round from Redditto with the super, gets a wall break, should be able to capitalize. 2S, sword toss, low, good block on the low. But the reset. So far, we've not seen any insane plays. A lot of standard Ram stuff. You set up the sword and you go high low. Nice. Good guard. Oh! Oh, no, Heat Knuckle does not work there. I understand the vision, and that was a good run under. Ooh! What a wall break. Look at the damage on Potemkin. That is insane. Good flick. Yeah, the IBFD gives you space to get a proper flick without being challenged afterwards. So that was a smart play from Aboii. Nice chase. Beautiful. I love that. Yeah, that's a guaranteed string. That's a guaranteed string. Not the pot buster. That's crazy. That's crazy. So this is guaranteed, right? He gets the Heat Knuckle, and because Gigantor was blocked in midair, Heat Knuckle's guaranteed. Keeps him in the guard crush. Keeps him in Gigantor Kai. Does Far Slash to keep him in the sky, and Gigantor guarantees the last hit of Heat Knuckle, meaning this is an unfuzzyable Potemkin buster where they genuinely have to get a strike throw, and Aboii capitalizes with a command grab. That is such a good way to win. And back into it. Second match, quick as hell, lickety split, you know how it is. Good hammer fall with the knockdown. You set up Garuda. Oh, he does it, Potemkin buster. Yeah. I like representing multiple Garudas because you get in the opponent's head to see where they're at. Are they going to challenge you or are they just going to hold it? And they were willing to hold it. So that was a good play from Aboii. 5p round start. Very peculiar round start against Ram. I don't know what you'd be calling out. But I do like showing the quick round start, that's for sure. JH, such a strong button on Ram. Insanely strong button on Ram. Good jump in. Good pressure. The 5H counter hit, but no sword, so it's going to do little to no damage on Potemkin. That's actually a decent chunk. If that was like Chip, he lost 50%. Sword toss, connection, pickup. Tap 5D while defending the reset, but the extra part to capitalize. That's just a clever play from Redditto. Clever play. You got the meter play to it, you know. Nice. After that move where she drops in, it's like you're plus, but you're not that plus, right? You can't do a whole lot. Like when you do that move, you drop in, and it's not that insane in terms of frames, but you can do a 5k catch something quick, and that's a back throw. Potemkin has a safe jump set up off a back throw. You stop from Aboii, sets up 5p, staggering. This is a clever Gigantor because he'd catch a throw, And that is a cheeky high-low. You gotta hold that strike, bro. You genuinely have to hold that. It's so tricky to deal with. Backdash. Eesh. Eesh. Good super. Redditto with the knockdown should be able to run some good pressure. Yeah, that's it. Corner lock. Blue, what? Okay. Okay, clever play from Redditto, representing the blue roaming cancel. And he did that again, easier burst bait, but Aboii timed it so perfectly in the next hit. Whoa! The window wiper! Heavily! JD! No, he restrained himself. Jesus, good 5p mash out. Jesus Christ, I need to go back to that. How did he Potemkin Buster there? Oh my god. Aboii played to... That's insane! So the thing that is insane here is that he knows after this back throw, he caught the block instance, right? And Gigantor, it sucks the opponent in so they get the rest of the hits. You'll get all 3 hits like Gigantor Kai. That wall has 3 hits with a little bit of pullback, right? With every hit pulling you into the super, depending on what side you're on. But the interesting thing is, Aboii is clocked that it is hitting on the most latest side. That means it's hitting as late as possible. So he was well aware that after this one, it's not going to hit again. He was so aware this was not going to hit again. So he went like, I'm going to do Potemkin Buster. That was an insane play. Do you know how hard that is to make the read? You have to have like extensive knowledge of Potemkin, playing them since day one. You can't do that normally. You cannot do that normally. That is an insane play from Aboii. And people will look at that and go like, oh, Potemkin player. Bro, that was a clever play. That was a genuine genius play. 5H, yeah, that's all but we're safe. Now this is dumb Potemkin. This is dumb Potemkin. This is the Potemkin I would call stupid. That Potemkin that we saw a moment ago, that was hype. This is stupid. Good pickup from Redditto. Solid combo, should be able to get to the wall. Hard knockdown, no wall break actually, with the super. Yeah, so far Redditto hasn't been getting any insane plays, and Aboii has been running it every time he gets hit. Genuinely one hit, and momentum is just stolen. That's so clever! From Redditto to the air throw, I like that. Usually heat tackle can go uncontested, but made it with. Went for the air throw punish to avoid Gigantor. If they did anything else, Gigantor was going to hit. So that was a smart play from Redditto. That was a genuine masterful play. But now they got to play to this, and this is a nice scenario, man. This is a nice scenario. Redditto has the bar to deflect. 5k, staying safe. Oh, the reflect. So the thing about the flick there is that is not a flick that you can do on a read. You can't react. Oh! Jeez, you can't react flick. You can't react flick that. That was a guess. That was just a very good defensive guess from Aboii. You greedy mother effer. Oh, no, nice. Good hit from Redditto. Aboii saw the hype moments in aura and is not going to get it. And now Redditto's going to punish them for that, make them go to the Clown Academy. That was pretty nice. Over the flick. Good sword toss, that's clever. Places her in the armor, went for armor again. I notice Aboii's a big fan of representing armor, and that has been working out, so I keep recommending it. Gold burst, that's deadly. I don't see Redditto winning this. I really don't. This is GG's. This is GG's. This is GG's, but it's well defended. Maybe it's not GG's. Redditto has the opportunity, but that's another bar. 5k! What, a 6p? What, back down? Oh, the 2p for the check. Aboii gets the win. Wow. Say about that set is that was an insanely good set for Aboii. He ran that pretty well. You had to make the comeback a lot of the time, but then after that, you saw it in the second game. Domination. Understood that the name of the game was meter, played it well, played the Gigantor well, and made 3 really insane plays. Besides that, standard Potemkin stuff. But Redditto made a clever like air throw to deny momentum that could have absolutely killed him. By the end of the day, man, Jesus, Aboii's an absolute threat. And to head to the winners finals in Evo, that's a big deal. That's a Potemkin in the top 8 of Evo, which we didn't have last year. And now he's in winners finals. So guaranteed third place Potemkin. That's crazy. That's crazy. But on to the next set. This is a treat, bro. This is an absolute treat. You don't get to see this character too often. We got Kshue, who everybody knows, Amazing Johnny, man. We're talking about one of the top dogs on the character. You will not believe it. Kshue is up against the GOAT that everybody knows on Eno, Daru. The second set, this is going to be an absolute masterclass of a showing. Kshue, what it do? Daru, Eno. I don't have a rhyme besides the heck Scottish comic series Beano. Check it out. It's got Dennis the Menace. Which it turns out, neat fact, America had its own Dennis the Menace at the same time that Scotland had its own Dennis the Menace. Like, it wasn't like they copied each other, they both came out with Dennis the Menace at the exact same time. It's insane. It's insane. And they're two completely Dennis the Menaces. One's a little shit, Scotland, and one's a little bastard, America. But into this, and a little bit of trivia for you. Dennis the Menace trivia. Kshue, what it do, already off to a good start. Setting up the card, able to go for the throw, well tech from Daru. Well aware that after the guard crush, throw is really represented. So they want to get rid of that early RPS, and I like that. That's a good play from Daru, you know. They're like showing that they know layer 1 defense to tell Kshue you've got to go layer 2, fam. You're not going to be able to play layer 1 against me. You're not going to be able to play that. Good connection. Went for the low, not going to get it. Gets in, guard crush, JS, able to keep the pressure going, and because of that delayed projectile, it's pretty strong. It's actually pretty strong now. It's insanely good in terms of spacing, and it can set up for plus frames depending on the hit, and that is a pretty good wall break. Daru only needs one more hit, and he's got it. BRC? Yeah, BRC pick up. You've got burst, but nah, Wild Assault's gonna deny that. Daru from Korea, my man is already running it. Kshue, why are you so calm and collected with that one loss? What is on your mind, Johnny brother? He looks unfazed from that loss. He's like, yeah, I'm warming up. Sorry about it. Oi, very nice. Good pickup here from Kshue. Striking back instantly. Already dealt so much damage. But that 5p connection to 6k. Good awareness. Well aware of what will combo after that counter hit 2p, 5p. Gets to pick up into the combo. I don't think it's going to kill because of the scaling, but it was just still clever awareness and read of the situation. Oi, that's a punish. That was a Kshue round. Just clever reads, played it well, and kept running it from there. Put it about 3%, that should be fine. Oi, good JS! Push back though, good JS yet again to get in. Daru went for the guard crush, but Kshue actually checks it this time around with the 6p. Good tap 5p, full combo, look at that. What a conversion from Kshue, really playing to the Season 4 buffs. Very nice indeed. Clean hit. Beautiful. Daru, striking back after that first round, as we saw Kshue just absolutely dominated. Nice 6p gold burst. Now that's a greedy option. They totally meant that as well. They're like, let me put myself in a position that's usually hittable so I can get a gold burst, but Kshue, patient, didn't fall for it. Probably works over in the east where he plays, but I don't know against Kshue, an opponent he doesn't get fight unless it's a tournament. So as a read, maybe a bit of a far-fetched one, but I like the idea. Good pickup here. Doesn't have the bar, so has to go for meterless knockdown. And Daru has a bar. So despite the fact positive bonus is in play, Daru is the one with the advantage. And what a super in the gap! I didn't think you could super that gap, that's crazy. Like they're setting up the meter and all that. I like Tele Plus in the OTG misfinder. Aye. Good way to go from Kshue. Alright, 1-1. Oh, we're already starting with violence. Look at that, catching the burst. Kshue just went for aggression on run start. So there's been a lot of patience. I do like representing that. Good JS from Daru. This should be a good pickup. Ooh, wall break, brother. Ooh, wall break, brother. Ooh. Look at the damage, man. And that's a good wild assault. This is smart. You're doing the wild assault. That way you can counteract Daru's positive bonus, right? That way you got it for yourself, and you're gonna have the meter advantage at some point. Like, they may be down now in terms of health, but look at that. They've gotten a hit, they've got 2 bars of meter, and I would say Kshue's at the advantage. That early wall break, back to back, was just an insane play from Kshue, and that's allowed them to steamroll now. This is actually nice. You've got the hard knockdown, you do whatever you want. Just throws the card at him. Yeah, no, that was absolutely just a clever adaptation from Kshue. Well aware that the only way to beat positive bonus is to get positive bonus back. Gets it and just plays from there. I genuinely think that they were smart for that round. Good burst. Approaches Mistfinder. backing up, playing to the space. Do keep in mind Johnny doesn't need approach. We went for a greedy play. It's okay to represent a greedy play here and there. You've got to take the risk, but Daru, capitalizing. Strikes back though. Oh, bless me. God, sneezed. No, if I sneezed, all that damage is out. Jeez. Oh, what a hit here from Daru. Went for a cheeky setup. That's a safe jump of 2 bars a meter. Yeah, that's a shame. Like, Daru, made an insanely clever play for going for a right side into a setup, because you've got your opponent thinking that they're going to do a super, right? I need to do a super, deny their setup. And he was right? He did a super, and Daru was able to bait him, but wasn't able to get a punish because of the other bar. And that's the problem. That's the problem. When your opponent's sitting on 2 bars, it's just a guaranteed get up. Alright, both players took a wee bit of a break. We're back to it. Kshue only needs 1 more, and Daru, already run the corner offense, went for another throw. Not threatening another throw, went for strike that time. Read the mental pace from Kshue. Kshue realizing, yes, okay, I need to try to jump the throw. And Daru, adapts the game plan, changes the momentum, goes for strike. And that JS was backdash. What a play from Kshue, and that's going to allow them to get the comeback here. Bursting the YRC, this is smart. Daru, isn't going to see bar for like a solid 5 seconds, and that's a clever play if you want to start the comeback. Your health deficit's bad, but you are playing Johnny. You can certainly play to that. You've got the reach, you've got the damage, and you got positive bonus. And look how little meter Daru, has because of that YRC that was baited by Burst. The Burst killed it, and Kshue was able to just steal momentum because of that. Insane. An actual absurd play from Kshue. That close slash is deadly. Look at that. Ugh. Good misfinder into the super. This is a good card pop. Daru, I think they might be going to the loser side if this keeps up. Kshue only needs 1 more clean hit. Jump in. Doesn't bait the burst, but they went for some type of card play, which is very odd. Like in that setup, you don't see that. And that's a pickup. That's death. That is death. Kshue takes it with a clean 3-1. And I've got to say, Daru, played so damn well, but in the end, they kept getting caught. And Kshue played to the momentum and the character strengths way too hard. And Daru, not Daru, but can't really play that too well. Yeah, very good finish from Kshue, being able to go through, take it 3-1. They're going to be facing a Aboii winners finals. Pot Johnny, that's an odd matchup. Johnny doesn't do it too hot, so it's going to be fun to watch. But now they're going to go to the losers side. I hope they perform bets, because these 2 players are insanely fun to watch. Good jump in, try play safe. Oh, burst off the table. 2S into full pickup, but the DP to deny. Now we're seeing a different pace compared to when Tatuma played last time up against the Potemkin. Oh Jesus! Ugh! And the other previous match we just saw there, not enough. No, they went from no DPs at the start to immediately representing against Daru. I'm gonna assume this is something they played a gajillion times. And good first round to Tatuma. An absolute threat on the Soul Badguy. And you won't see Soul Badguy. Go over to Japan, you'll see Tatuma, man. You'll be running that. Good pickup. With the wall break. Should be able to get some decent damage. Yeah, look at that. Certainly chunking out. Going for the approach, but the DP deny again. Tatuma, DP hungry right now. Look at that. Good 2K. Gets in. RC overhead. Well defended. Staggering. Ace. Ace. Go the far slashes. Trying to get the anti-air, but Daru jumping away, of course. Ooh. 6p. Very greedy 6p from Daru, but it worked out for them. I think Tatuma was trying to make a super read, but the 6p was just a clever play from Daru. Nice. Oh, another DP! Tatuma! DP hungry right now, like I said. Oh, that should be a kill, right? The delay Volcanic Viper for the clean hit. Yeah, that kills without a doubt. Tatuma up 1-0. Get the water, didn't you? Get the water, didn't you? Hydrate, my man. Alright, next round. A lot of patience from the round start. We're trying to get in, but the 2S pull pick up with the Wild Assault. Leave it to the Oki. Not going to be able to do a whole lot with it. That's actually quite nice. Alright, look at that. Nice! Good pickup from Daru. You know, off the dive kick, when you've got the mirror, that dive kick becomes an insanely good tool. So they're playing to that. Good round indeed, but Tatuma, even though they lost that round, I don't know, man. They're an absolute threat. They've got burst advantage. It's a minor amount of burst advantage, but they do have, and they're going to use it before that wall break. Definitely a clever play. Aye, yeah, Daru's going to be able to capitalize. We're talking some good damage off the super. Ooh! Ooh, brother. Ooh, I'm drinking Coke. I should be drinking water. Oh my god, Daru with the kill. What a conversion. Again, doesn't miss. Does not miss. Does Tatuma just always have like a chill face whenever he loses, bro? Look at him. That's like that looks confident to me. Oh man. Check out, jolly. Goddamn. Oh, big throw. I'll tell you something, beards really do add a jawline to you. You have a weak jawline, get a beard on you. And if you have a strong jawline, get a beard on you. They get stronger. Nice. Beautiful. Close slash. Trying to go for the anti-air, and because of the air JP, that's a full confirm. Clean hit, no burst, no nothing. You gotta hold it. Doing getting some good damage. Beautiful 2S. Yeah, after the stroke the big tree, none of them are plus anymore. So going for the 2S. If they go for a frame trap option, you're gonna hit them. Clever play from Tatuma. The only thing you'd lose to is like maybe like a patient play, like a backup with punish, like walk back 2S. But that's an insanely high level read, and Daru's not ready to make those reads just yet. They made some good reads, to be fair. Don't get me wrong, but they weren't ready for that one. Oi, oi, oh, 2D into the meter usage. Bah, bah, bah. And these rounds are going by so quickly because both these characters deal insane amounts of damage off of clean counter hits, and that is all this round has been. Man, check out this. Oh my god, is that Salvatore Ganucci? Yeah, you have to burst that one. You have to burst that one. You cannot let the Tatuma get a conversion off that 6H. Oh, tap 5D. No meter though. It's very interesting that 6H is a button that exists, right? No special cancels, no nothing. But it comes out insanely quick. Like, what was it, like 8 frames or something like that? It has insane reach, massive counter hit too. And that's all it is, because on block it's mad punishable. Oh. Yeah, good 2K 2D from Tatuma. And just like set point, in a matter of 20 seconds, they're able to do it. And now Daru, you know, has to defend with a lack of burst. They've got a bar to work with, so a deflect is in play. But Tatuma's been very good at just baiting stuff. And we've seen him calm down on the DPs again. Yeah, close slash, because they thought the opponent thought they were going to adapt to go for a DP rounds. Did do a single DP. I thought Tatuma was going to DP as well, honestly. Oh, Jesus. Oh, what a stroke. Yeah, stroke it. Stroke it, Daru. That's crazy. I shouldn't be saying that. Good pickup. Wall break. Tatuma does have the bar, so even though you have positive bonus, they have the early advantage, and they're certainly going to use it. What a feint to get in. Oh, what a JK. This could be deadly. This isn't enough to kill, right? But the reset certainly is. Oh, you're dead. Oh, but burst. Oh, it doesn't matter. Tatuma's going to go through, and that match went by in a matter of minutes. Jesus Christ. Unfortunately, Daru, you know, is going to be out. But Tatuma might go. Gonna move on for sure. Hey, get hyped up with the cameras. Respect. Tatuma, basically on point. Got clean hits here and there and just ran it. And sadly, Darino's been knocked out as well. So now we're going to be heading to our next Losers Top 6 game. Should be Jack versus Redditto. Jack versus Redditto. This is it. This is going to be a killer set. These are two classic top NA players. They've met Evo many times, Arc World Tour many times, you name it. These two have clashed blades and bullets, and now it's all about who's going to be the one to continue on. And I don't know how this is going to go down, honestly. Like, last time I believe Redditto won this, so it'd be quite the story if this time Jack was able to win this. You know, kind of go tit for tat. I want to see that. But, you know, only time will tell, man. Only time will tell. Oh, good 2K. So far, Jack is already off to the race. He's getting the first round. Quite immaculate indeed. Oh, big bar slash. Burst off the table. Going for the shots. Approaching by the 2K. Check ya. The J2K for the pickup. Aye, 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 aye. Oh, no super. No super. Just going for the slap. Putting him through. Aye, aye, 2K. Gets a 2D pickup. Should be able to put them through the wall with the super. This is a massive super. I don't think this kills. But this is a dominate scenario. I can't see Jack losing this round unless they get caught by like a reversal super. Yeah, they're not losing. They're not losing. Gets the burst. Yeah, gets the shot. That's 1-0 to Jack. And check that jawline on Redditto. My god. Now that is a fella where if he got a beard, it'd be in front of his face. Back into it. 1-0. Yeah, my ranting on jawline's gonna go crazy with the beards, killing so much time. I'm telling you though, this is fun. The super for the wall break. This is a pretty solid cash out, I would say. You've got the hard knockdown, you've dealt a gajillion tons of damage, and now you're going to be able to run the offense. But deciding to play casually, doesn't want to play into Redditto space because they've got the bar. And now we're in neutral playing an awkward game, and Redditto's going to be taking advantage of it as they are the sword thrower Ramlethal Valentine. Good block. Good wire sees a response though. Oh, what? 2S! Burst off the table. 5H jumps in. RC, same side. Doesn't beat the wire C. I do like that from Jack going for that wire C, because again, it's a character where your defensive options are literally block good or wire C, and you place them well enough, you can escape most situations. Oh, tap 5D. Yeah, Redditto sword setup, so there's not much you can do about it. It's either take the throw, take the high, or take the low. And you will be opened up. The only question is when. That's it, man. That's it. Good wild assault. Staggering. Jumps in, go for the low. Ugh! It's a super. Good hit confirm. Good hit confirm. Sword toss. Jump in. Nice. Holds him in. Vacuum. I like that retreat to avoid the shot. Make it difficult for Jack to get the RNG shot. And this kills. The window wipers missed. If the window wipers landed, that got the kill, but the 2S is going to do it. And now Redditto's going to tie you 1-1. And Jack, perplexed, doesn't know how to do. The crowd piecing out. Head back into it. Come on, man. Head back into it. There we go. 1-1. Goddamn production. You think you're cool and all that. Nice. Wild assault. J2K for the pickup, but unfortunately not able to get the 5K or the shot. So they had to realign themselves, get a reset, and they were able to connect with Redditto with a decent counter hit, catching a mash out. Big throw. Another throw? I'm feeling it. Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, I'm a predictor. I'm a predictor. I'm a fortune teller. Can I use it on defense? No, I can't. Can I use it when I'm watching VODs or I'm commentating? Absolutely. Good throw. I think they wanted to do a feint into like 5K or something like that. Catch a backdash, if I had to guess. Good glow slash, good pickup here from Redditto. Not going to be able to kill, but the reset certainly will. Tap 5D, should be able to get it. Yeah, Jack does not burst there. You're not going to see a burst there, you never will. So Redditto's going to get the combo, get the kill. Clever play. The burst is still on the side of Jack. Can certainly use it, throw it out whenever they want. Good bar slash. Pretty decent throw on that attempt of offense. Another nice throw. If I was Redditto, I'd be tempted to do another throw. Decent throw. Yeah, again. Able to get the wall break. Yeah, I'm telling you, you gotta be able to read the momentum when your opponent's gonna take the throw. And so far, both of these players are doing it pretty well. Oh, the sword, man. What, 5H but no extension. Good 5K. BRC into the pickup. Aye, aye, aye. Redditto up 2-1. Representing the offense, Jack. Certainly able to do it. Opens them up with the left, right, unite. Gets a solid pickup with the top 5D. Does have the meter. Nice, good super. Jump in into the throw. Another meaty throw could potentially be set up, but opts not to go for the delay into the top 5D. Beautiful work from Jack here. Should be able to kill. I like it. They're both reading the momentum of offense pretty well. It's like, should I represent throw? Should I represent 2K? Should I represent 5D? And they're kind of going between all these options pretty well. I haven't really seen a moment where I'm like, yeah, you're doing that way too much yet. Wait. Good super! Oh my god, just shoots him at the sky, gets that full conversion. Ugh! Black Lake Pishin. Pigeon! Christ. Good jump in. Full connection with the super. This does kill? Alright, will it kill time? I'm saying yes. Yeah! Let's go! 2-2. Feeling it, bro. Look at him. Look at him. That is a man who's like, damn, my opponent's pretty masterclass. They're not even wavered, man. I'm feeling it. My emotions are up here. I've got to rein it in. I need one more to get back at Redditto. They defeated me last time. I need to prove a point. I can beat this Ramlethal Valentine monster. That's going to be quite the run. Redditto is by far the most impressive player in the Strive community. Hardly takes part in like online, you hardly see them, but in terms of offline, shows up to every single one. Does their best to put on a show if they can show up to it, and when they do it, it's obviously second, first, or third, and it's crazy, and it's deserved, man. They clearly put in the time and effort. Try and approach with the 2Ks. Beautiful 5p. God damn, Jack able to get the confirm. And you know, this is a pretty good super. This is a pretty good wall break. You got positive bonus, you got the hard knockdown. But you've got to be able to work with your meter, and I don't know what you can really do here. Brain Blast is clever. You're able to get back the resources used on the overextension. Again, these high level Happy Chaos Maintenance, they make it look like resource management is just like a suggestion rather than an intention. Like, they're really good at utilizing their like resources, where it's like, god damn, do they really need to manage it? And it's like, they do. They're just really good at it. Oh, what GH. Yeah, that normal's crazy. Utilizing it in a good place. Redditto has set point for the first time. Good 2D into the pickup. Full combo here, and then Jack should be able to get the wall break. And that's a pretty early health deficit lead, so Jack's gonna probably want to play that as best as they can. But at the end of the day, Redditto, with the round lead, it's still feeling confident, gets the top 5D. It's about burst, goes for it on the Rekkas. Certainly a clever play. They can't RC that point as a guaranteed burst point, and you're not going to hold positive bonus after the wall break. So Jack certainly making the clever plays. That was just smart. Smart from Jack to burst there. Oh, what was that? That's not enough to kill. Oh yeah, but let's go back to that. I know I'm killing momentum, but I've got to see that. Checks the dash in. Sets up the sword throat. Oh, that is evil. Guys, guess what side that was? That was left side? That was left side. That's absurd. Okay, but back to it. Final hit. Jack could lose their tournament right here, but they're fighting. They're not going out until they're done swinging. Wow, what a play from Redditto. I can't believe they landed. Again, Jack, one of the best defensive players, but the run-up throw. What a greedy play from Redditto. And it worked out. Jeez Louise. Gonna be heading to loser semis. I took a very quick tea break, but we're gonna be back into Aboii versus Kshue. This is going to be an absolute insane set. And so far, Aboii's already started with violence. Look at that. Good burst. You know, I kind of wish that there was one point of the world that's like no man's land. That way we can run tournaments there, and then it would be like the final factor of like, oh, it isn't just like NA representation because it's an NA, then it's just EU representation because it's EU. I would love to see that, but that doesn't exist, sadly. There's no middle ground. Whoa, the Potemkin pasta. But yeah, besides my yapping, Aboii, amazing Potemkin player. We're talking about like one of the best. Coming into it, and again with the whole middle finger thing, as well as nobody cares, and if you do care, we go outside a little bit. Kshue, an amazing Johnny, kind of worked their way up here, up against Aboii. Now this matchup is tricky, right? I'm talking about like Potemkin can do well in it, but in terms of neutral, it is so ass fighting Johnny. You've got to work very hard for those knockdowns, but once you get them, once you get those opportunities, you can shine. You certainly can. Oh, heavily PRC. That's one of the few defensive options that work really well in this matchup. You can rep that on some defensive gaps, you'll shine. That's some guard crushage. Oh my god. You never expected the pop buster after like 5 guard crushes, man. Aboii starting with violence. 1-0, jeez. Starting with a violent round starting that Misto final, but the JD Try again with the Redditto. Big Hammerfall. We noticed that Aboii is really good at placing the Hammerfalls, and it's the same with Andros. I think that's one thing they shine at. They're both very optimal and know how to use their defensive options in the matchup. Except Andros will go for more fuzzy busters at times, whereas Aboii will go for more Hammerfall plays, I believe. I think that's the difference between them. Good wall break from Kshue, went for the super PRC, but the big gap allowed Kshue actually punish the star for that super, and then we're trying to play neutral game with Gigantor able to get it clean hit, knocked down. Wow, meaty when you have the bar, that is insane. If that was me, I'd be playing the baiting game, but boy, it's clearly not me, he is him, and that's a good tap 5D. Full pickup, Kshue, what it do, should be able to break the wall, not for a kill though. Potemkin's a fairly healthy lad, but it's all about this final hit. And the boy has the meter. So BRC's dominating, but a burst to beat the deflect. Oh! You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Just a clever usage of meter from Kshue to deny Aboii that offense they clearly wanted to set up. Because they did a 5p into Wild Assault. That was guaranteed. Now you can do about it, but burst denied it. That's just insanely clever from Kshue. That allowed them to deny taking that round and would have to deal with even more of a snowball. And with this round, you're already popping off, man. Look at this. Look at this. That one round play with the burst is giving them so much, because Aboii gave up a ton of burst. Oh, but heavily PRC, my god. Against the Johnny matchup, it can be very good. Very, very good. He doesn't really have active tools. He has to do a lot of delayed active tools. Oh, you're dead. Wait, no meter? Oh, okay. That was weird. That was so weird. I'm like, oh, that should be it, right? I didn't even clock. You had no meter. I was looking at Kshue's meter. Incoming. Jesus, the Potemkin buster placements have been insanely well done, man. Beautiful. Oh my god, again! Again! And that should be death. Oh god, the super. Okay, okay, Kshue's bringing it back. Denied that. Good super, good super. Jumps out, gets the pickup. Aboii with the burst. Kshue has to try and deal with Gigantor. As we've seen, Gigantor's been dominating in this matchup, so I don't know what he's going to do. Oh my god, yeah, there's not much you can do there. You just have to guess, and if you don't guess right, you just die, that's it. Like 2-0 Aboii. Certainly could bring it back. Double Garuda. Kshue's respecting it after getting caught in the second one. Well, where you can't jump it. It's not allowed. They're doing a very tight, meaty timing. You can backdash the first one, but Potemkin will recover at a point where you're basically both in neutral again, so it's not worth it. But Johnny does have a good backdash, so it might be worth it, like, to try backdash that first Garuda. That's a good pickup from Kshue. With the Insenga, able to get some good damage, misfire or wall break, and both have a bar, and that's a good denial of the BRC PB. That was going to be deadly if Aboii landed that and had to start the comeback, but Kshue with the immediate far slash just denies a BRC play. Love to see that. Good 5p. 5p's a pretty good round start. Can trade with a lot. Oh, that's big. Hard knockdown. Went for the Pot Buster, but the armor frames didn't kick in. I'm going to assume Aboii was a little late on the Pot Buster, because if they got it, you would have seen the armor kick in, but they got hit, they got counter at startup, so that means the armor would still kick in, and Kshue just punished them for it. That was a very good play from Kshue. I can't believe they went for that mash, even though Aboii was just one frame off of getting armor. Insane to think about. Big E. Tap 5D, should be able to kill off this. Yeah. Super. Ching! It will go up 1. Take a game. Had to sort something out, but we'll be back. I'll put it back a wee bit. There we go. Yeah, so we're in the next match. I believe this is the 4th match. Kshue already off to a pretty good start. You've got burst, you've already dealt damage, you've got the card pop set up, going to go low, goes high, but with the PRC able to get a counter hit opportunity. If Aboii try anti-air or try go to some type of greedy play, and that costed them dearly. Good IBFD. Gets right back in. Now that's one problem about these top tiers, this includes Pot. If you IBFD them, they have ways to get right back in, and you've got to be careful about that. And Johnny's one of those characters, you can IBFD him, but he's going to get right back in with a good play. Oh, what? Anti-air! Oh, no pickup. No RC. Oh, but that, yeah, no meter. Why'd they do that then? Full screen hammer fall. You know what? It was probably a beta backdash, if I had to guess. That's the only thing I can think of. Very peculiar play, but did not work out. They have the vision, went for another hammerfall. Kshue kind of calling out Aboii's greedy hammerfalls. I don't know where these are coming from. I really don't. Oh, what a hit! Hey. Slide hit? He didn't mean that. He didn't mean that. That was a mess up. He did not mean that slide hit without a doubt. Yeah, no, he didn't mean that. Yeah, I could tell. I saw the slide head. I'm like, there's nothing that you'd want the slide head there for. Like, you're not going to catch a backdash, right? You're not going to catch a jump back. You're not going to catch a mash out. And it'd be better to do Garuda if you wanted plus frames. So what I think it stems from, by the way, that is a very funny picture of Kshue, my lord. I think what it stems from was the fact that Aboii maybe looked at Kshue's meter and thought he had Heavenly. Like, he wanted to do close slash into Heavenly, because that's the new input now. And unfortunately, not the case. Not the case indeed. I'm gonna sit a bit like a gremlin, get my knees up. Look at that. Nubbly knees. Good pick up. And try to play it cool, looking for an opportunity. Mega Fist to get in, not gonna work out. Big 2D whip punish. Another hammerfall. Good jump cancel from Kshue. Beat the armor though. I think Aboii needs to chill in the hammerfalls, man. He's representing way too many of them. Greedy one. I hate that. That's a messed up Garuda. That's what that is. Yeah, Aboii's so panicky right now. You can tell. He's doing very, like, plays he wouldn't normally do. He's getting misinputs galore. This is misinputs galore. Kshue might be pretty good, and I do think that they're totally worth going to Grand Finals. But Aboii, my man, you need to rein in a bit more. You need to chill. Alright, Gigantor will let you chill a bit. Let you think. Wow. That jump arc was crazy. Let's go to that. Let's go to that. Jumps here. Does a high jump. So you can't even chase with a JP like that because the angle he's already jumped at completely whiffs. Wow. Wow. Also, I'm seeing a lot of Potemkin hate in this meta, and I don't understand why. Like, oh, it's another Potemkin. I'm like, bro, we've only had one Potemkin in top 8. Like, Andros is the only other Potemkin in the year. I don't know where the hate is coming from, bro. Honestly, I think y'all are a bunch of fucking babies, if I'm honest. Don't get me wrong, he's very strong, and I do think he needs to be nerfed, but like, dude, these people act like Potemkin just fucked their wives or some shit. It's crazy. Oh, good block. Now that is plus because the slowdown. The card is available, not going to utilize it. Went for the reset with the Nzenga, thinking that the card would come into play later. Counter at Misfinder, this is brutal. Goes for the hammerfall, good backdash. The hammerfall plays have been so greedy from Aboii, and I think that's what's costing them. Don't get killed, man. This is brutal on the top fight. That's it. That's it. Oh, it's a drop. Aboii was panicked. Kshue deserves to win, capitalized well to the panic, but Aboii panicked without a doubt. A couple of troll plays, too many hammer falls, and in the ending there, just a sad way to go, I suppose. And that is winner finals done, meaning we're going to go to loser semis, and Kshue's waiting in grands for their opponent. Isn't that awesome? It's not a bad option to go for a burst there. That's a pretty nasty, super clean hit Tyrant Rave. Ooh. Yo, off of a small conversion? Aye, that's some good damage. 5H, should be able to kill. Yeah, and again, even though Redditto did give up burst there and didn't look too good for them in that round, look at that. They're about to see burst again. They're about to see it again. It'll be back very soon. Aye. Wall break with the 5P, keeping it very quick. Scared to do the big finish, just wants to get their damage out. Oh, sword toss. Jumps in, 2K2D, backing up. Has a bar to work with. Good JS, but nothing of it. Tap 5D, good block from Tatuma. Good DP. Tatuma now representing the DPs. We've talked about this. He doesn't really represent DPs, but then he gets in the mood. He gets in the mood. What a crotch! Are you dead? You're not dead. 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 If the sword super was there, you were dead. But there, it's not. You're fine. Throw the JS. Oh, dude, just like any straight hit or any chip out can kill. Oh, he went for the DP. That's not a bad shout from Tatuma, but Red reads it. And that set lasted a total of 6 minutes for recording. Insanity. Insanity. Well, up next is going to be Redditto and Aboii, my lord. Alright, losers finals, Aboii and Redditto. This is going to be a good run back. If Redditto gets the run back, absolutely deserved. If Aboii wins again, would be absolutely deserved. I can't wait to see how this goes down. This is a very fun matchup, pretty even, I would say. So there is no tyrant in this matchup. Potemkin can be a tyrant, Ram can be a tyrant, but there is no the tyrant. There is no Weapon X. Staggering. Good well to sell again. Redditto with the top 5D, able to get the full confirm. Sends you through the wall? No. 5H. Okay, good play, good play. The Hammerfall into the heat tackle. That's so clever! That is so clever. The heat tackle allows for a turn, and that's why he did that, because it would be an awkward air scenario. Well, where heat tackle will work, it gives him bot buster, but Redditto with the whip punish, I think. 1 HP. I was like, kills are 1 HP, it's 1 HP. Ah! Can Aboii please stop panicking, for the love of Christ? Oh my god. They wanted BRC instantly, but they got delayed BRC, and they missed their pot buster. They actually won that round, but they messed it up. Execution is not on the side of Aboii today. Cheeks. Bar slash, 5H, good backdash. Hammerfall, and get whiffed. Again, Aboii, a big fan of Hammerfall defense. In this matchup, you can't really represent it a ton. You've got to be able to mix up with flicks and jump outs. And if you don't get either, you do get a ton of damage. Ram is one of the few characters that can turn your health bar into mush in this matchup. And Redditto is going to go up 1-0. I don't think people are talking about how well balanced Strive is right now. Like, people are going to talk about the top tiers and all that, but we have to realize that there were so many different people from different flocks of life in this tournament, right? And they're playing all different characters in top 8. Like, don't get me wrong, top 96 had, like, what was it? 7 Potemkins, but like, bro, we're cutting the wheat from the chaff at that point. You know what I mean? Like that, the noobs are dead, right? The noobs are dead in pools. That's the way to put it, right? We've killed all the noobs in pools. Now we're cutting the wheat from the chaff, and look at it, only 1 Potemkin in top 8. So that's all I'm saying. Every character was basically represented, besides Testament in that, and it's good to see that every character, well, one of each top tier I would say is in this top 8. All good knockdown. Besides Leo, oddly enough, who I would consider one of my top dogs. Good YRC. Cross up. And of course, Eno not top tier. Daru just an insane player, honestly. Good combo. Yeah, Redditto's looking dominant. After that loser semis run, they're dominant. I can't see them losing this. Aboii still a wee bit flustered from the winner set. I can see it, man. They're doing very troll plays, double jumping into JD, doing hammer falls in defense when it's very difficult to do in the gaps. Sad as it is to say, I don't see Aboii winning this. I really don't. Oh god. Same, cross up I think maybe. Redditto. Good throw. Should be able to kill. Yeah. Redditto up 2-0. I think they're about to 3-0 Aboii. Okay, starting in the next match. 5H round start. Not getting in. Good bursts. Knockdown. Garuda. Oh, Potemkin Buster. Finally, we're landing an insanely good offensive too. Close slash for the backdash chase. I don't think Redditto bursts. Yeah, they're accepting that death. As we know, Potemkin, when he gets 2 clean hits, equals death. And that was a pretty good combo. Very good optimization for not only baiting bursts, but just getting a ton of damage. Oh, god, making the pot buster with Redditto. With the pickup. Eesh. The super sends you through the wall. Very nice indeed. So nice. They're about to do it twice. Beautiful throw. Close slash 2H. Should be able to super to send you through the wall. Oh my god, like I said, so nice. They did it twice. Look at me, I'm a predictor. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I think I only see Redditto winning this, if I'm honest. I mean, I know they're both tied on burst. Aboii still has a good opportunity. But like, Redditto has momentum right now, and I haven't really seen Aboii steal momentum. Like, he's gotten a good Garuda and Potemkin Buster and Close Slash, but he hasn't been able to steal momentum. But this is a good way to steal it. Oh wait, momentum's been stolen. Look at that. Oh, but the deflect. Oh, I'm throwing the Hammerfall. That is like layer 1 counterplay. Very nice from Redditto. Finally, a player that's looking out for Hammerfall and actually punishing it. We did see that with Kshue with the jump backs. Now we're seeing it with throws with Redditto. The wall. Garuda! What a Garuda, man. So delayed. Could have died for that, actually. BRC backdash, one of the most insane defensive tools in this game. You won't see it a lot though. Cross up into the throw. Very risky. If that was a fuzzy pot buster, I think Redditto just got grabbed there. Oh, another throw again, man. Aboii holding the throws. Oh! Potemkin buster from Aboii. This guy's standing up. He did the 4 pose. Anyway, back into it. Game number 4. Take us in. Game number 4. Stretch it. Oi, Hammerfall. Is that the play? Yes, it is. Burst off the table from Redditto. I like bursting Hammerfall because you deny the hard knockdown, and you know, they've used one get in and you've sent them back to full screen neutral. They're like, oh damn, you know, it's stressful. Oh, wait, is Aboii on the comeback? Was I a hater and I didn't even realize it? Yeah, no, Aboii's on it actually. Aboii is on it. I apologize for my doubting. Aboii's on the comeback. They're actually getting their momentum. They're less flustered. They're actually executing pretty well, but another big Hammerfall in defense. That one was a read Hammerfall. I can't blame him for that. You've got to go for read Hammerfalls, but look what happens if you're wrong against a character like Ram. Again, one of the few characters that can turn Potemkin's health bar into mush. Yeah, that's death. Set point again. Set point again. God damn, Aboii. Oh, I don't like this, Aboii. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. Oh, he burst. Good wild assault. Good combo. And we'll put them through the wall. 5H to get in. Flow slash staggers. Tap 5D. Able to get the connection because of the sword and gets the super. This is dominating. I can't see Redditto losing again, but who knows? Who knows? Aboii's done it before. Could do it again. Hammerfall comes into play. Garuda, but they have to be careful. Look, there's a bar there. Gets the Hammerfall. Big pickup. Look at the meter though. Baits it. That's a Potemkin buster. Oh, 5D punish. That's even more optimal. Me likey. Ish. Garuda. That's guaranteed there. They can't backdash that one because of the spacing. But what a jump back from Redditto. Oh no, deflect. Uses it. Has the meter. Can't Hammerfall anymore because of the health deficit. Look at that. If they get one hit on Aboii, he is dead. So Aboii's playing patient and trying to walk into Redditto. Redditto walks into the wall. What are you doing, Aboii? Oh my god! My heart, bro. If I was Aboii, I've had 10 heart attacks in that position. And he looks chill, bro. He looks like he's unfazed. What is wrong with tournament players, bro? What is wrong with yous? What is wrong with yous? You're too confident. Show anxiety like the rest of us normal folk. God damn. Oh, good Hammerfall. But the final match, getting into it, going for the Garuda. Good jump back from Redditto. And it's good to see Aboii compete with Redditto on like a similar level, man. After Potemkin gets shot up to that level, it goes to show that the players on these characters were really good. And when they get shot up to the same level as the other characters, they shine just as well as them. I've been saying this about ages. You put a good player with a good character, you get magic, right? And that's what Jack is. That's what I would say Jack is. Jack is magic. Jack is magic, and now Aboii is magic. Redditto's magic. Everyone is magic in this top 8. But Redditto taking a round again. Another set point Aboii needs to deal with. Ay. If this was me, I'd be having an aneurysm. I'd have a fit. I'd be shaking on the floor. And I'd be too panicked, bro. I'd be too panicked. My heart would be racing. Good burst. Good jump. The JD's going to get punished though. Oh, the 6P clash. Yeah, I'm surprised that Redditto didn't go for a 2H to beat that the JD there, but that was very nice. Going for some good damage. Redditto only needs one hit, but we've been here before and it's happening again. Oh no. Oh, it's happening again! But the burst is there this time. That's the difference. And there's 2 bars a meter. That's the other difference. That's bad. That's it. That's it. Yeah. I knew it. As soon as I saw that burst, I'm like, there's the difference. Boy, unfortunately going out of 3rd place. But one amazing player with the Potemkin standing out against Redditto, my god, GG's to everybody. You put on such an amazing show, but we're going to be going into grand finals now. Now you're probably wondering why am I in a different shirt. Basically, I wasn't able to record grand finals on the day because I had to do a bunch of other stuff, like the reaction to all the DLC and all that type of stuff, and I'm working on other vids. Finally got around to it, we're watching grand finals. Do I know the victor? Yes. And for people that don't know, I'll do my best not to spoil. So let's get into it. Kshue versus Redditto. Two amazing players. The Johnny, of course, Kshue. He was an amazing player on that day. And Redditto, also amazing. By far one of the best Rams. And they've already got the corner unlocked, able to get the combo, pick up, try to look out for burst. And they go burst safe to make sure that burst isn't a factor. Let me turn down the YouTube video a bit, just a wee bit. That way I'm the focus. Good super here. On the defense, as we know, Kshue's pretty good at representing that on tactical defense card pop. And one thing to keep in mind is that Redditto needs to win 2 sets, right? They're coming from loser side, they've had a bit of a brutal run, they need to win 2 sets. Kshue only needs to win the 1, but he doesn't have adrenaline. Redditto has adrenaline, right? They've been playing like 3 sets back to back to back. Kshue, not so much. And so I need some time to warm up, and you're seeing that already. Redditto taking a good round. Going for the far slash, good round start. By far one of the better ones. Ram can't really contest it, probably needs to go for like a dash 5k or like a 6p if they want to win a round start like that, which is a bit of a risk compared to what Johnny's doing. So Kshue made the clever play, but what a turnabout, jeez. At the end of the day though, Kshue has 2 bars of mirror, can super PRC, yeah, but gonna go for rock to solidify pressure, clever play, burst off the table. Kshue with 2 bars kinda has a lot in control, so Redditto getting super aggressive here is just like, I don't know about that one. Oh nice, card pop off of a 2p? This is why Johnny's crazy. Off of a 2p, that's what he got off of a 2p. 20% of a knockdown. What does Pot get off of a 2p? Don't ask. Nice, good block. This is good. Sword toss into RC. That means Redditto should be able to take this round. Yeah, there's not much you can do there besides guess. They went for strike throw into the throw. Certainly the play. And I just realized that the audio is not being picked up from this VOD. Clever Panda. There we go. Yeah, so that means you guys probably just be hearing the tunes and that's it. But now you should be able to hear some of the gameplay. It's quite quiet though. Nice, good jump in. Flow slash. Burst off the table. Good knockdown from Redditto. Redditto has a bar, so can go for a sword toss RC. But opting for that type of sword toss, that's a greedy one. Where if they get caught here, Kshue can turn around, but you know, Kshue ended up getting caught by the dash up. Was expected Red to take momentum lat. That's a good super. Again, Kshue's like super success rate is probably like 80%. He's only ever failed 2. The goddess of failure hates this guy, bro, I'm telling you. Nice, super kill. You know, Redditto's momentum is looking kinda unstoppable. Like, you're coming into grand finals up against the best player of the bracket, without a doubt, you're already winner's side, right? You're confident, you're super good at the game. And Kshue, well, Redditto's just kinda running it. Yeah, Kshue's not even like bothering to poke in offense anymore, trying to play defensive and look for an opportunity, and it's cost him. You can't do that in Guilty Gear. Like, you saw that, he tries to IED back, try to hold space. He's walking back. Good 5H counter with the meter, but the burst off the table. Clever play from Redditto. Look at the health deficit. They got positive bonus. They're going to see Wild Assault again at some point. A super? Punish. Card super. Queen of Clubs. Sends you through. Or knockdown, able to jump in. Yeah, Kshue kind of stole that, not gonna lie. They kind of stole that. That was nice. That was very nice. Good knockdown. I like the IED to try and hold space. Like, I'm not a fan of it because, like, you don't want to give Redditto like too much space because they're playing Ram, a character that will abuse you in the corner. But like, I do like it because you're also playing Johnny, and you should play to what your character's good at, right? Oi. Also C4 and comms. Same with range. Awesome here. Do like C4, that's my goal. Good super. My god. Go slash PRC. Yeah, that's a burst safe routing, but bursted on the 2p? That's insane. Kshue, if you win this, you're a thief, bro. Like, genuinely. Yeah, good back throw from Redditto. Wow. Jeez Louise. 2-0. Redditto. Do keep in mind they won the massive tournaments previously. It's not in second place. This isn't confusing, right? This is not confusing whatsoever. See, Redditto on this stage. But you know what is confusing? Kshue. Don't get me wrong, Kshue's an amazing player. I expect to see him top 3 every time. But it's insane to see him on the grand stage of Evo with such insane amount of entrants. We're talking 1,000. And he's potentially looking to go first place. Insanity. There were so many different people that gave him such a good show, that Aboii and all that. And this is where we're at. The 5H. Big 5H. Yeah, into the sword toss. Should be able to get a full pickup. Has the bar, but the burst off the table. I don't like that burst. I've talked about why many times. Basically, the opponent has positive bonus. They've already gotten 2 bars. And you're playing against a deficit. Sure, you've gotten to use them. But, like, again, it's a bad burst. It's a bad burst in my mind. But you are playing Johnny. Bit of a tanky player. You're already seeing it. Their burst is half full already. Right? After 2 conversions, their bar is basically full. Nice low. Pressure. Nice. Good close slash. Beautiful throw. Back throw from Redditto. They've done that like 3 times now. The back throw success rate is insane. 6P is good. It's about what you do afterwards. Good read from Redditto. Will hold you down. You've got the corner unlock. Should be a solid pickup. They also had the wild assault. They wanted to deny any form of burstage, but they didn't even need it. Too optimal, man. I'm telling you, Redditto's way too optimal in that character. Burst off the table. Beautiful 6P. Kshue does not burst. Did he burst here? You deflect! Ooh. Oh, good deflect again, but I don't know, man. I think Redditto reset the bracket with a clean 3-0 sweep. Okay. Okay, I have no words. How the hell does Kshue respond to getting like 3-0 sweep, man? Actually, I'm sorry. Yeah, we'll just start here. Let's get it. I actually have no words. Kshue getting like sweep like that? A clean 3-0 sweep. Keep in mind, champion looking solid. Did very well against Aboii. Did very well against their previous opponents. They look like a monster. And like now they're in a position where I'm like, dude, I don't know if you're winning this, Kshue. I really have no idea if you're winning this, man. Redditto's just on a warpath. They've done that left-right twice, and the opponent's been able to block it every time. And I'm just confused. How the hell are you blocking that? Absurd. Insanity. Just insanity. I can't imagine why you're able to block that. How you're able to block it. You're just guessing? Goddamn, Kshue. YRC. Jump in. I like the resets from Redditto, going for these constant jumps instead of doing like 2k2d. But like Kshue's just too on it, man. The defense is solid now. Good knockdown, not enough to kill, but dashes up so they can get the card. You think the pop's gonna happen and it doesn't. Allows him to overextend and double down on the pressure. That is absurd, man. Genuinely absurd. Good play from Kshue. Nice. Sends out the card. Wow, 6k! Yeah, that's a god normal on Johnny, man. You use that well enough, look at the damage. It's a approaching anti-air. Or it's a confirmed tilt. Or it's a shimmy tilt, who knows? Yeah, it's death. That's death, I think. Yeah. On the reset, Kshue strikes back. Keep in mind, they just lost 3 games in a row. In a normal set, Kshue would have been knocked out. Good sword toss, 2k, beautiful pickup, burst off the table, wow. By the way, I just got done doing commentary for Paragon, so I can feel it in my voice. I should have saved this for another time, but I want to get out of the way, because I've got more content I want to work on while I'm away for VSF. Good explosion. Able to get in, what a pickup! Kshue with the sword, not the sword, the Joker trick, he sends you through the wall. Decent damage, now they're going to run the offense, gets the overhead, best finder overhead, Redditto's not bursting. Yeah, you went for a burst safe route, and because of that, they're going to punish you for it. Good tech on the throw, not allowing the second throw, but throws him right back with a throw. That was nice. That was beyond optimal. The 9 burst for Redditto. And not only that, the detective role that Redditto has been a massive fan of using. They love doing throw offense once they land one. Nice XP in the ID. Yeah, it just makes sense to go for that. 5H, Guard Crush. That's a ton of damage, but it's not. Johnny's pretty tanky. I feel if that was on Eno, she'd die. Sword Toss, jump in. Oh. Aye, that's an evil pickup. Doing an instant overhead with Ram on a sword explosion. There's not a whole lot you can do, man. Genuinely not a whole lot you can do. You just gotta take it. Nice Misfinder. Has the card available, gets the pop. Beautiful 5k. Look at the damage. This is all guaranteed because Redditto has no form of burst or RC or anything to fight back with. They just gotta hold this. Gets the low. Kshue, what? Oh, they're about to win evil, man. How the hell, bro? Are you trying to tell me he's gonna reverse for you? Is that the storyline? That Redditto, after winning free, Kshue's gonna win free. Right back at you. Not even gonna let you win one game. That's insanity. Good knockdown. Guard pop. You're blocking the overheads, man. Good knockdown. No card's gonna come into play. You'd love to have that card, but unfortunately just not gonna happen for you. RC. 2S. Good burst. But look at the health, man. Redditto. Don't know how I feel about that burst now I'm thinking about it. This is a bit of a deficit you're at. Yeah, 1 throw equals death. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that burst actually. Now I said good burst, I don't agree with it. If you held on to it, you had this powerful lead. Look at the burst deficit. If Redditto had burst, they're just being the lead here. They could run this round easily. Sword Toss, 6p, nice knockdown. Able to run the offense, gets another overhead too. Kshue's on it. Redditto's just getting opened up, man, and I don't blame him. Johnny offense is not easy to defend against. Probably the hardest offensive character in the game. And if the knockdown jumps in, sets up the card, gonna go low, well defended, tap 5 DRC. I think that's it. That is it. That's the end of the story. What? Oh, what a pop off, man. Look how he's like a big kid, man. Like a big kid. Pop off, brother. Pop off, brother. Well done. Well done, Kshue. Well done, man. Well done. Storyline, am I right? What a storyline. Kshue gets free ode from Redditto coming from loser side. Redditto has all the adrenaline, runs it, and they get the kill, they win. But then on the reset, Kshue just reverses the free ode. Free sweeps him back, and then runs off. Like fucking Super Mario, bro, starts running off. I appreciate the pop-off, I really do. That you can tell that's a pop-off of just sheer joy, and there's not enough pop-offs like that. There's a lot of pop-offs where they're like, oh, let's go, whoa. Or people just going like, I did it, you know? That was just sheer yahoo! Appreciation, man. And one Evo, right? I feel like this was the best Evo for Guilty Gear Strive. Don't get me wrong, when you had some of the greats back in the day, like Umi Show and all that, before the controversies that I really don't want to get into, it was pretty nice to have those top 8s. Those top 8s were amazing. But this top 8, I would say, ushers in a new generation of players. Like the last one, with like Redditto and all that. With Aboii, Kshue, and like Daru, of course, still there. Varric's still pretty prominent. Jack and Preacher. I thought it was great to see that. It was great to see these players all together in a way where I'm like, yeah, this is good. This is a new generation. And I can't wait for what it's going to bring to Guilty Gear Strive 2.0. I really can. And by far the most balanced Evo, right? Everyone's running a different character, fun to watch, a lot better than watching Happy Chaos Mirrors like we did 2 years ago, you know? Like this was a great top 8. So if you guys enjoyed it, be sure to like and subscribe, tell me what you thought about it, and that's me, Patriarch Panda, peacing out, and I'm looking forward to the next Grappler video, where we'll cover someone, not too sure who yet. Peace out fellas and have a good day. See ya.